Hi everyone, my name is Rania and I am a young person with a disability. And this is my creative nonfiction essay named Sunflower Something Hurts. It's a reflection on inclusivity for people like myself with invisible disabilities. As the plane lifts, I feel my bones inhale and rise. As it lowers, I feel my muscles compress and hug each other for comfort. I am sitting in the middle seat on the left of the aisle between two men in suits. I am in unbelievable pain. My body recoils and knots as I try not to bump into them. It's always weird when you're sitting thigh to thigh with a stranger. The suits don't seem to have the same thoughts about boundaries. They have their legs widened, clearly crossing the lining of the seat. This is an annoyance, but not to blame for the fact that my body is suffering. I had come straight from a conference from work, and despite their knowledge of my disability, my boss put me on a same-day flight. I had emceed a segment, spoke on a panel before scrambling to the airport to make it in time. 3 coffees, and I arrived with my body battery flashing red and claiming there was a problem with my charging port. I felt my head pounding and touched my forehead to wipe away the sweat. Normally, I arrive over an hour and a half before a domestic flight to allow my body the courtesy of taking its time to prepare for being in a compact metal box above the clouds. But when I arrived and boarded the plane, late, I was heaving, leaking from my pores, and in need of a pharmacy. I had already popped my prescription meds, a few extra painkillers, and drowned myself in even more in 1 liter of water, and then prayed to God that my pills kicked in soon. I grabbed my emotional support stuffed Dory fish and hugged it to my chest. I really related to Dory, my perpetual brain fog from the pain and exhaustion, often leading me to be just as confused and strange as she is. The suit to my right pulls down the foldable table and begins typing into an Excel spreadsheet. I peep at his screen and try and read some of the numbers and letters. My vision pounds along with my brain, the way that the Lebanese drums vibrate through the earth and sync with your heart when you're standing close enough. The numbers and letters were illegible to me as they danced about, doing the depget along to my internal drumming. I look down to my clenched thighs and Dory's yellow tail and pray harder for relief from the pain. It was crazy to me that I can feel this much physical agony and no one around me could tell. There was so much going on in my body. My nerves continue to send messages to the pain center in my brain, operatic and apparently not needing to breathe between each new sobbing aria. My muscles clench and twitch and spasm, all their previous rehearsals for this performance in movement. It seems everyone is having fun but me. My brain is a dried up raisin and I smell blood. I look up at the help button but quickly look back down. It is for people who need help, not me. The suit to my right moves again, adjusts his legs, leaning them further out, pressing against mine. I shrink further into my seat. We had been on the flight for a full 30 minutes at this point, and all my prayers that my meds will kick in have been unanswered. A mother carries her baby down the aisle, making her way to the bottom. She makes eye contact with me. I smile. She glances down to the stuffed Dory Heimlicked against my chest, smiles back, and then disappears out of view. The pain is persistent and intensifying. I try to close my eyes and lean my head back. I can't seem to relax enough for it to make any difference. I open my eyes as another spasm hits my leg, causing it to jerk a little. My eyes flick to the blue help button again. I stare at it so long that I memorize the white icon. I berate myself again and return them to my lap. I lean forward, pull my book out from my tote beneath the seat in front of me. Maybe reading will distract me from this flare. I open it to my bookmark page and try to decipher the words. It seems that the letters in this novel had heard the mirage of Arabic music emanating from me and were also doing the tabghat. I drop the book in my lap with a huff I can't see, let alone read. My pain has reached one of the highest points of the ridges of my pain mountain and is ambitious about continuing its climb. I need to do something. I inhale a deep breath and the stiff bones in my back crack. That's it. I raise my finger before I could change my mind and press the assistance button. It makes a leisurely bing and lights up. One of the air hosts nearby looks in my direction and makes their way to me. The suits both look at me curiously before returning to their screens. She bends forward to me over the suit on the right with a kind smile, then presses the button again to turn off the signal. Her name tag started with an S, but I can't read the rest of it because the Lebanese drums were doing a solo. Hi, I'm so sorry, but I'm in a lot of pain. Do you have a heat pack or a cold pack or something? I have a disability and the pain is just really intense right now. I took my meds a while back, but it isn't helping. I show her my lanyard, which is green with sunflowers on it, hoping she knows what it means. Hi, love. I'm sorry you aren't feeling well. I don't think we have anything like that, but let me check with my manager and get back to you. She hurriedly runs over to the supply area before the cockpit where the manager is. You can tell she's the manager by the different color of her uniform. Okay, I'm sorry, thank you. I exhale deeply and wipe another tear that had escaped. That wasn't so hard. She didn't seem annoyed or put out by my request, more concerned about me, if anything. I feel so uncomfortable asking strangers for help, especially when I have to explain my illness. A lot of people don't know what fibromyalgia is, and it takes so much energy for me to think and talk when my pain is this bad. The suit to the left of me gives me an awkward no-lip smile, which I return, then continued wooing the dancing characters on his laptop. The flight attendant was suddenly in front of me again. She had a bad news face, pitying eyes, and a downturned mouth. I'm so sorry, love. We don't have anything like that on board. She pulls out a water bottle and a small chocolate from behind her back and hands them to me. Here, this is for you. I'm sorry we can't help you with the packs, but would it help for you to sit down in your own aisle? That way you can stretch out and be more comfortable. I only just stop a sob from escaping me. And that is an excerpt from that creative nonfiction essay. Hope y'all are having a great time. Thank you. Oh, also, you can follow me with @Raise It with Rania on Instagram and Facebook. And that's me. Bye.